Hi everybody, it's Jimmy coming back with another Geekcast here. Today we're going to be showing you a live demo, or I guess example, of how to take or put in a 3G GOBI 3000 wireless area network card to get your 3G data with either AT&T, Verizon, or Sprint. Basically all it requires for us to do is take apart our Lenovo Thinkpad Tablet, drop in this little card and attach it, and reboot and be good to go. So we'll just kind of look at that here, how to do this. Tools required, just a little screwdriver, the MacGyver tool of choice, paperclip, and of course a plastic opening device to prevent you from tearing up your case and whatnot when you're opening it. So first thing we'll do here is we'll take off our back button here. Underneath here will be our, notice how that just snaps off. Try not to bend it too much. There are brackets that bend easily, and if they get bent, they can make the button not as bouncy. As you saw here, I kind of bent mine. So we'll gently, oops, gently push it back into place without snapping it. That's the huge thing. It's plastic. So there we go. And other people suggest taking all the buttons off. Main thing is you need to just get to the screws here, which we want to do next. If you don't take these off, well, getting the case open can be really challenging. I've tried it before. Of course, we'll want to have our tablet powered off, and then also what we'll do next here is we're going to use the power disconnect button that they have. That's going to be located right in here next to the SIM card and memory card reader. Push that in. That'll turn it off, disconnect power from the battery to the motherboard. Next up, we'll separate it here. Kind of started. So what we'll do is just kind of pop it in our little tool. Here's a nice snapping. Again, use a tool, not like a screwdriver or a metal edge. It will probably mar up your case otherwise. And it fairly pops open easily too. It's Lenovo, and they know how to make enterprise grade hardware in turn. If it powers on like it does, like I did stood there, let's use our button again here to power down. I always do that because I put it on the power button when I set it. So let's see here now. Oops. Side's always the weird side to get at. There we go. So now, first thing we'll see, there is a ribbon right here. That's for the touch screen. Keep your eyes on that because it likes to come off and disconnect. So I'm just going to set this upright like this for the time being. Make sure we don't do that. The location, this is where we'll be putting our card. Notice the two antennas, positive negatives. Ignore my cat freaking out. The WAN card, the GOBI 3000 card, costs about $100 to $120 depending on where you find it. You get it from Lenovo Direct or from other vendors. Pretty basic install. Move your antenna nubs out of the way. Line up the prongs. If you want, you can put a screw in too. I have an extra leftover screw from another laptop. If you want, you can reinforce it so it doesn't slide around inside. I think it'd probably be pretty good with the internal hardware as it is, but just to be sure, we'll tighten it down. Of course, the WAN card is the same exact card they use in the Lenovo uses in their ThinkPad X220 models and the T420 models, and probably I think the other X200 models too. I have another one I bought for my work tablet to put in there. Then of course the fun part of attaching the antennas. So red will be your main antenna, and blue is your auxiliary. Found this part to be the hardest at times. Again, I always recommend to take your time. There we go. So there we are. That's basically installed. Next thing you want to remember to do is over here on this cable, make sure it did not come loose, because that is your touch screen and digitizer. So what I and others who've done this have recommended is to not put it together all the way quite yet. So leave it as it is here. We're going to power it up, make sure the modem's detected and working. Then once we verify that, we'll snap it together, screw it in the screws, put on the back button, and have ourselves a 3G ThinkPad Lenovo tablet. Alright. Of course, you gotta have one of those with you when you do this stuff. So far I've been pretty satisfied with the Lenovo Thinkpad Tablet. I just wish there's better inking applications that would utilize the stylus and the digitizer. This does have an active N-trig digitizer. This pen has a battery in it actually. People will always wonder if there's a battery. Yes, there is. It seems like Lenovo really thought ahead about this wireless card and included basically all the hardware in it to go. You just had to add the actual modem was the only missing piece they didn't include. Which makes sense on a design standpoint. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way. So activate device. I'm going to be using AT&T. I have a SIM card. With Sprint and Verizon, of course, you'd have to call them with your appropriate information. It would pop up on the screen here with and register it on their end. And once you do that, it would then get pushed, I think, a service book or something that would update. So what it's going to do now, it's going to install the drivers for the modem in Android 3.1. Again, this does run Honeycomb. And this model is the 1839 model. It's 64 gigabyte Wi-Fi only per Lenovo site. And there we go. Now we have notice network providers. I don't have a SIM card in right now, so I'll reboot here. I'm gonna snap it back together, power off first, snap it together, then we'll do a demo. And I plan to kind of shorten up all this video too, so it's not so boring. So here we go. 1 second here. There we go. Our buzz of down. So now, of course, easy part. Snap it. Make sure no cables get in the way. Fairly easy to do. There's that side. Solid feel. Of course, everything's tight. No marks. And we'll put our screws in. Fairly easy hack mod. Again, if you have the tools and patience, shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes, I'd say. 30 minutes if you want to, be extra careful. Again, make sure you don't break these, because if these are broken, you won't have the click feature. I bent the first ones on my original one. There we go. See, notice there we go. Those are back on. So if you notice your buttons are getting weird like that. Okay, so we are fully assembled again. And let's just power this on again. While we're doing that, I'm going to get a SIM card. best thing, using the iPad's data card. So we have my SIM card, which is a micro SIM from AT&T that I have the iPad unlimited data plan on, since the first one I got. And then I have this nice little adapter that converts a normal micro SIM to a normal SIM card. Beautiful thing. So, let's see here, we'll pop in our card in here. Let's see, which way does it go? This way. There we go. Now, do our activate device, AT&T. Now, go back into network operators. Let's do a search networks. Actually, oh, that's what we want to do next. Power it off. There we go, registered our network, and we are on AT&T 3G. Beautiful. And we can look at our access. This will help verify we're on the broadband, which is the iPad one. Right now, I am not on any Wi-Fi at all here. Let's just resurf quick. There we go. So there it be. 3G on a Lenovo Thinkpad tablet in less than half an hour, easily. Well, let me know if you have any questions. I'll do a demo of inking abilities later today. Peace.